Hello everyone, and welcome to another horror news update. Now, if you noticed on my channel in the past few weeks, actually for the past 2 weeks, I have not had a horror news update, and that's because these past few weeks have been extremely busy for me. I haven't been home a lot, haven't been making any review videos. If you're curious, I've been away at Warped Tour last week for the past 3 or 4 days, and that was a great time down in Dallas, Texas. Got to see some of my most favorite bands, a lot of hardcore, metalcore bands that I just love. So I got to see a lot of bands that I like down at Warped Tour, and just friends have been coming over, and I just haven't had a lot of free time to make videos, to make news videos, to update my Twitter or Tumblr or anything like that. But now I'm back in the groove of things, and now here is another episode of Horror News Update. Now today, this is probably going to be a longer video because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Not a lot of huge things, a few kind of big things, but not too much huge things, but I do have a lot of little stuff to talk about. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on another episode of Horror News Update. Now, if you don't know, Comic-Con is now today. Comic-Con started today, so lots of things like Pacific Rim. You'll probably see a lot of pictures and photos, a lot of Pacific Rim info coming on the internet. If you're not actually attending Comic-Con, you're going to see a lot of stuff, like Silent Night, Deadly Night, that's coming out later on this year. A lot of stuff for movies, and video games and comics, all kinds of stuff at Comic-Con. So be on the lookout for our Comic-Con stuff being posted on the internet here in the next few days, since it's going on now. Now, my first bit of news is actually from Comic-Con, is why I mentioned that, and it is a teaser art for the remake of the film Silent Night, Deadly Night. If you don't know, Silent Night, Deadly Night is being remade, the 80s film, with the killer Santa Claus. They dropped off Deadly Night, just going to be called Silent Night, and we have a first teaser art poster for it, and we have a few behind-the-scenes photos of Silent Night. So I'll put those links down in the description so you guys can look at those. Other news, just so you guys know, I don't have all my links up. I usually have all the links up where I can just look at them and kind of read them off to you guys and glance down at them, but I have too many uploads, so there might be a few moments of kind of awkward silence where I'm actually having to upload the link so I know what I'm reading, so forgive me for that. Anyways, look at that link below if you're curious about Silent Night. Now, I have to pull this link up, so give me a second. And, Tom Savini is in the works of directing another film. I believe his last thing was Theater Bazaar, and I wasn't too fond of Theater Bazaar, but that was his last thing, I believe. Give me a second here. He is going to direct another film, and this film is actually a remake of an 80s film, I believe. I'm not for sure. I'm actually not for sure of the exact year. It may not even be 80s at all. But the film is called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. And I have no idea about the original film. I have not seen it. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that Tom Savini, the director of the remake of Night of the Living Dead, is going to direct this film. The last thing he does was Theater Bazaar, and like I said earlier, I wasn't too big a fan of Theater Bazaar. He did the Wet Dreams segment, and I thought a few of the segments were okay, but Theater Bazaar it was too strange. And I do like weird things, but Theater Bazaar wasn't my thing. Anyways, let me click this link here so I know what to talk about. Like I said, Tom Savini to direct. Says, here we go, here's a quote from Fangoria. It says, Tom Savini shows a great understanding and appreciation of the film and the genre, has been well trained by George Romero, and has a good take on the script. It will be produced by Anchor Bay Films. Nobody does zombies better than Tom Savini, who really invented the look and style of the modern undead. To have Savini directing a new zombie film in an era where they are more popular than ever sounds like an exciting and scary recipe for success. It says the new film will follow the basics of the Clark's original film, in which a group of low-budget filmmakers unwittingly awaken an army of the long-deceased during an occult ritual on a remote island. Here's what Savini said, or here's what Stabler says. He says, we hope to pay homage to the original and excite and stimulate the audience that liked it. Apparently, this guy has produced over 60 popular movies like Dumb and Dumber, Pumpkinhead 2, and some other movies. Anyways, I'm not going to read all of them, but if you are curious, go ahead and click that Fangoria link down in the description below for more info on these Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things remake. Other news. This one's huge news. This one's, to me at least, maybe not to everybody else, but to me, this is pretty big news. and that is, if you remember a long time ago, not too long ago, a few months ago, I made a video about my Nightbreed review, and that video is actually my most popular video, so I'm kind of happy with that. Thanks to everyone who viewed that video. Now anyways, Nightbreed has now been officially, Clive Barker gave the okay to the studio to give Nightbreed an official release on DVD and Blu-ray. Now, if you know, it's already out on DVD, but what I mean by this is that the cable cut, the 159, 155 minutes, however long it is, I know it's at least an extra 45, an extra 50 minutes of stuff with an entirely different ending, tons of special features, hopefully, and I can't wait. So like I said, Nightbreed has now been passed, so hopefully before the end of the year, maybe early next year, we will see Nightbreed on DVD and Blu-ray. The new cable cut edition is what it's going to be called, so I can't wait. That's great news. So go ahead and click that link down in the info for the HorrorVid link for more info on Nightbreed getting released soon. No exact release date yet, but very soon. The Red Band trailer is now up for Rec 3, so I haven't seen the Rec films. I have seen Quarantine 1 and 2, the remake, you know, Quarantine, and then Quarantine 2 just being kind of their own little take on, you know, not a sequel, not a remake of Rec 2. Anyways, the Red Band trailer is now up for Rec 3, so might be something you want to check out. I haven't seen the original Rec, so I can't give too much info on those films. We have a lot of DVDs are coming out in September. September is going to be a great month. I can't wait till September because there will definitely be 4 things. I might not pre-order them, but I definitely will buy them sometime in September. And that is Piranha 3 Double D comes out in September. Let me see the exact dates here on Amazon. But Piranha 3 Double D, you know, this film has got a lot of backlash. A lot of people didn't like it. I just thought it was really stupid. Myself, I thought it was just a great film, really fun, really entertaining, just a cool film. Anyways, Piranha 3 Double D comes out September 4th of this year, so definitely check that out. If you're curious, you know, go ahead and pre-order that if you like Piranha 3 Double D. Another film that's coming out is Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. That will also be coming out in September. Let me go ahead and check the release date on that. I believe it's like September 22nd, 29th, something like that, 18th, 14th, something like that. Anyways, it's going to take too long. I don't want this video to be too long. So anyways, Abraham Lincoln is also coming out in September, so be looking forward to that. Another thing that's coming out, and I love this TV show, and I've been waiting for them to release it. I know Season 2 comes out later on in October, and that is Season 1 of American Horror Story. That will also be coming out in September. Another September film that I love that came out in April earlier this year is Cabin in the Woods. Now, the Cabin in the Woods was a great film, a great homage to the original film, you know, like Evil Dead and Texas Chainsaw, some great homage material, you know, all kinds of stuff going on. Anyways, Cabin in the Woods is also coming out. So we got 4 great things. Piranha 3 Double D, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, American Horror Story Season 1, and Cabin in the Woods. So 4 great things to pre-order in September here in a few months. So be looking forward to those. We now have some, if you don't know, Carrie's in the works of being remade with Chloe Moretz from Kick-Ass, Let Me In, and now from Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows is also coming out on DVD in October, so something you might want to look at. Anyways, we have some pictures of her dressed up as Carrie now, so it might be something you want to look at. We also have the rival cheerleader that doesn't really like her. We also have her dressed up in her, you know, her cheerleader uniform. So we got some behind-the-scenes pics of the Carrie remake. So be looking forward to that. Click the links in the description below, as always. Cabin Fever is going to have a prequel called Cabin Fever Patient Zero. I don't know too much about it, but definitely something you might want to look forward to if you like the Cabin Fever films. I know Eli Roth did the first one, and we had Ty West who did the second one. I'm not for sure who's doing the third one, but click the link below for more information. The Collector is getting a sequel, if you don't know, called The Collection, and we now have some, I think 3 or 4 behind-the-scenes photos, or not behind-the-scenes photos, but actual photos from the film itself. So I think there's one with like a guy having like a hook through his mouth. There's one of the actual. There's two of the actual collector himself looking at a guy in a cage, and then another one with a dog standing towards him, and he has some guns. So definitely something you might want to look at. The Collector was a cool film. I'm sure the collection will be even better. So something cool. We also have some more behind-the-scenes photos of Rob Zombie's new film called Lords of Salem. We don't have an exact release date yet, but hopefully very soon. I know definitely this year, according to the teaser trailer. Ghostbusters 3 now lands a scribe. The same guy who wrote the script for Men in Black 3 will be also writing the script for the new upcoming film Ghostbusters 3. So a lot of people didn't know, if this was ever going to be made. Well, it is underway. It might be a while, but it definitely is underway. A lot of people are wondering if Bill Murray will return to write the script, but I don't think he will. But a lot of people are questioning that, and I don't think he will. But you never know. Anyways, Men in Black 3 scriptwriter will be doing that. We have new. There is now a Prometheus has just been all around. A lot of people are really impressed with it. I thought it was kind of, at best, it was all right. Really cool concept. Just it was an okay film at best. I wasn't too fond of Prometheus. Anyways, nonetheless, there is now a 9-disc set that will come out on DVD and Blu-ray in October for Prometheus. So if you did like Prometheus, it'll include all the Alien films. Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection, along with Prometheus, and I believe it's going to have 3 discs that are going to belong for Prometheus. The Prometheus film itself, the DVD, the Blu-ray of Prometheus, and then I guess some Prometheus special features. So it's a 9-disc set. It's going to be pretty expensive. I think it's like $123 or something like that. So, but if you're a big Alien fan, might be something you want to get. Anyways, that comes out, I believe, in October of this year. So look forward to that. We have a new poster art for the film The Possession. It's a new film produced by Sam Raimi, the same guy who did Evil Dead and the Spider-Man films. And next year it's doing a Wizard of Oz film. Anyways, we have a new poster art for that. It shows a girl standing here, and out of her mouth is like spewing like butterflies or moths of some kind. So it's kind of a cool poster art. Might be something you want to check out. The Walking Dead is in the works of having a season 3, if you do not know. And the reason I bring that up is because I don't know too much of the TV series, and I'd rather not know anything because I'm getting ready to read the Compendiums, the big, graphic novel. It's like an encyclopedia. In fact, if you give me a few seconds, I'll show you guys. Alright, I'm back. So, as I mentioned, The Walking Dead Compendium 2 is coming out very soon. I'm not for sure the exact month, but it's coming out very soon. Click the link in the description below for more info. Now, the reason I said that is because I wanted to bring up this. Give me a few seconds. I only have like 20 minutes on my video, so I have to make sure that I don't go over. Oh no, we're doing really good on time. Only 13 minutes in. Awesome. So anyways, this is the first compendium. It's like 1,000 pages, literally like 1,200 pages of just great stuff. I have not read it. It's practically brand new condition. Just all kinds of. This is like the first, I believe the first 48 issues of The Walking Dead, and I guess the next one will be the next, all the way up to like I think issue like 75 or something like that. Anyways, this is the first 48 issues, and I'll definitely read this before October. That way I can go ahead and pre-order the second one, because I wanted to read this before I started on the TV series. So anyways, just wanted to show you that to you guys. Let's see here. There is a, I believe that this is an anthology film. I'm not for sure about it though. I believe it is. Called VHS. The trailer is now up for the film VHS, so it might be something you want to look at. I don't know too much about it. There's also a film coming out, I believe this month, like the 24th or something, maybe the 18th or 19th, something like that. Anyways, Lovely Molly is coming out here in the next few weeks on video on demand, so it wasn't limited theaters. Well, it's actually coming out to video on demand. So Lovely Molly is by one of the same guys who did the Blair Witch Project, and they also did a film called The Believers that I really like. I'll go ahead and grab that for you guys so I can show you guys. Hold on a second. Now this film right here is totally different than Blair Witch Project. It's not a found footage film. But it is directed by, because if you don't know, Blair Witch Project was directed by two brothers, or two people, well, I believe, and one of those guys did this film called Believers. This is kind of like it's like a religious cult kind of film. They end up kidnapping two guys and trying to con them in. Anyways, really cool film. You might want to check. This might be something you want to check out. Anyways, it's kind of a fun fact. One of the guys who did that did Lovely Molly, which is, I believe, is like an exorcism kind of film. So, like a possession kind of thing. So it might be something you want to check out. Plot details are now up for the film After Earth. If you don't know, it's M. Night Shyamalan's new film starring Will Smith that comes out, I believe, sometime in 2013, I think June or July. So let's go ahead and see here. Let me find the any minute now. The Compidum will be it will be issues 49 through 96. Just so you guys know, the Walking Dead Compidum 2, like I said, issues 49 through 96, 1,068 pages, and will be about $60. So might be something you want to look into. I might wait till it gets a lot cheaper, because I bought mine off Amazon used, but you saw the condition, practically brand new. I got mine for about $30 off Amazon, so I'll probably wait till the price gets cut in half. I'll wait a few months. Anyways, sidetracked. Oh yes, After Earth. As soon as I find it here, just so you guys know, I use a lot of all my links come from pages like Fangoria, Horbid. I use Twitter a lot. Occasionally Rotten Tomatoes. That's where I get a lot of my news. So, anyways, I'm having a hard time finding the link. Anyways, I will put the link in the description though. The plot details are now up for the film After Earth. I believe it takes place on a different planet, and I don't know too much about it, but the details are now up. There is now going to be a TV series. There is now going to be a prequel to the film Psycho. Pretty iconic film, right? Well, apparently there was a TV series pitched once, and I believe like the 80s or 90s, and it failed. Only had like one episode, I believe. Well, now they're trying again, and the TV series is going to be called The Bates Motel, and it's a prequel to the film Psycho. So, sounds interesting, right? We now have a new member for the Paranormal Activity Forecast, a character by the name of Alex. I forget his name. But anyways, a new character by the name of Alex will be our lead role, I believe. And I'll put the link in the description for more info on that. We also have a new Chucky film coming into the midst. I believe it will be called The Curse of Chucky. It will not be theatrical at all. It will have Brad Dourif playing Chucky as always, but it will be just a straight-to-DVD release. They're acting as if Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky just never existed, and it pretty much takes place after Child's Play 3. So look forward to that. There is also a new promo for 666 Park Avenue. It's a TV series that's going to take the Rivers place. It's coming on ABC at 10 o'clock at night this fall. So look forward to that. I believe 10 o'clock at night. So there's a new promo up for that. It's rather seductive. So might be something you want to check out. And I believe this isn't horror at all, but I believe Jurassic Park 4 is underway, and I believe it now has a scribe. So, anyways, that's all the news for today. Let me go ahead and take my time again. Good, I got about 3 or 4 minutes. Anyways, that's all the news for today. I'm sorry that I haven't made a news video in these past few weeks. Like I said, I've just been really busy with Warped Tour and just haven't been home a lot. Anyways, make sure to click all the links below in the description for more details on all these articles. Like I said, this news episode has kind of been a last-minute thing, but not this coming Tuesday, because I made an episode on today, Thursday, but definitely not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, we'll start back up with horror news episodes. So, and the next episode will be much more organized, much more on top of the stuff. So anyways, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday with another episode of Horror News Update.